I sound like it, don't I? I sound just like it. Yeah.
You do, girl.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see you guys starting to trickle in one at a time, little by little, doing your thing, having it done. All the things. We are live today inside the Spark FM studios. This is Saucy and Friends in the Morning, and we do this every single morning for you, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., getting you through your morning. Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony B. Knowin', Rockstone Triz. We and Sparkle. Thank you for your okay. So we are here today. It is a wet Wednesday.
It is.
It's just nasty weather. Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing?
I'm good. You know what? I am good. You know what I got yesterday? I got a big mirror. I'm so excited.
Oh, did you pick it up?
It's 6'5" tall.
Oh my God! What do you feel about it?
I love him.
If you happen to come across another one like that, let a girl know.
I will. I scoured the internet and found my mirror.
How you spell Wednesday? I'm struggling.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Look,
and literally, that's the only way that I know how to spell Wednesday is if I say Wednesday. I remember Mommy giving that to me as a spelling word.
Me as well.
And Wednesday and Antoinette were on that spelling list that she had given me one time.
Oh, really? Do you know how to spell my name?
Yes.
How do you spell it?
I don't know.
I know you don't.
Those are my 2 words that I had to learn, and I don't know why those 2 in particular. Oh, and busyness stuck with me out of that one list of words that she gave me.
Because my nickname is Tony, people think that it's spelled Antoniette.
Oh no, Antoinette.
Tonie. Yeah, like that. That's not how you spell it.
Yeah.
It's toi.
Yeah.
This is toi. Oui. In there. Oui. It's French. Anyhow, I had a great evening. You know what I finished yesterday watching?
What?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Did you?
I did.
Liked it?
It was not bad. I watched several episodes of that last night, finished it, completed it. It was cute.
I hated it.
Really? You watched the whole thing?
Not the whole thing. I watched like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and then I tried to let it play in the background so that I can get used to it, and I just never got it. I think it was just such a weird.
Why?
No, it didn't seem. I think I came off of Mr. and Mrs. Smith when they was super sexy, and then it was always like fighting after each other and stuff like this. This one, they seem like best friends.
Yeah, I like Donald Glover. Donald Glover has a style of acting, and all the things that I've seen him in. He kind of has that same kind of like way of acting, and he was like that in this movie. And then that girl, I don't know what her name is, but I like her too. So it was cute. Like I felt like it was cute, and it ended cute, and I identified with a lot of it. Like her role, and like they were working together, and then they kind of fell for each other or whatever. So it was. I enjoyed it. And then what else?
It wasn't like the original one. I tried to start watching.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. It's definitely not like the original one.
And I was absolutely
at all.
like amped about the original one. Like I could watch that every day.
Yeah, I like that show. And that movie. And I also really liked War of the Roses, which was another movie about. Do you guys remember War of the Roses with Danny DeVito?
Yep. That was a great.
That was such a
great movie.
Good movie. Who was that? Danny DeVito was the therapist, but the guy, the guy.
The guy and then the
Kurt,
woman. Yep.
Something.
Russell.
Nope.
Frost.
Russell.
No. I don't know. Who's that?
Kurt Frost. Is it Kurt Frosty?
Kurt McLaughlin. Like one of them.
I know. But anyhow, so I finished that last night. So I'm looking for another show to watch. I did The Gentleman already. I did this show. I heard that there's one on Apple TV with my boyfriend Idris Elba. So I might have to check that out.
Oh, that just came out too, right?
Yeah, and I heard that it's really good.
Oh, you know what I watched yesterday? I saw Ghostbusters.
The new one?
The new one.
Oh, you went to the movies?
No, it's on my thing.
No,
it's on
your
my
thing. How was it? Because I've heard it's doing really well in the movies.
It is?
I think
it wasn't. It wasn't bad. So compared to the last one, I think it was better than the last one. I think it was a little slower pace. I just think it was just a little too much characters in this one.
Because I really like that guy, Ant-Man. What's his name? You know that one.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I really like him. So
him up
things
because
that
I know.
he's in, I like.
Yeah,
so I
but
think
they had all the all the Ghostbusters written there, and then what's his name, the black guy? He got his shine this time. The black Ghostbuster, you know, they didn't really do the black Ghostbuster.
They ain't never
you
do
know.
none of the black people right.
So in this one, it was much better. I watched that yesterday. It's on GoMovies.sx if you guys want to watch it.
Okay.
It's a good camera version,
I will watch it.
not an HD version.
I will check it out.
Yeah, but that was my evening. What did you watch? You watched your show. What else did you do? What did you eat yesterday?
Me?
Yeah.
What did I eat? Salad?
Did you make spam?
Salad. I did make spam.
I'm sorry. Who makes spam?
I did make spam. And so I don't know. I've had this thing for quite some time. I'm gonna make a spam sandwich. When I go to the store, I see spam. So I just bought spam and I made a spam sandwich.
Yeah.
How did that go?
I made a spam sandwich with little soy sauce on there, little sugar, and then that's what you use to season it,
Was
right?
that a glaze?
Yeah, I don't like.
And then a nice egg with some cheese and some mayo and some Trinidad ketchup. Ooh,
Oh
that hits
wow, that sounds like a lot of
It
things.
felt like home.
Well, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed that. He was so excited about a spam sandwich, like
Yeah, and I don't.
I got some
and I don't
spam.
understand.
But it didn't. It
Yeah.
didn't. I'll be very honest. I don't think I'm gonna eat it again. It didn't. It didn't look like it was cooking.
Really?
It like, you know how you expect something to get like
Brownish.
brownish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't really get brown.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
It's just
you have to,
kinda like-
fry it, don't you?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sauce, how was your evening?
My evening was nice. What did I do yesterday? Oh, yesterday was busy. I had the orientation for Dorchester Bay for their small business clients, and that was good. And then after that, I had a panel discussion for UNCF. With some new interns that are coming into Boston for the summer. So we were kind of giving them, answering any questions they had about Boston, letting them know about events that both Spark FM and BSOCA has going on, and any other events in the city that they can go to. Because when the little black kids come into Boston, they be like, where do we go to have
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah.
So kind of just giving them an orientation of Boston and the things that they can do. So that was
dope.
really, really cool. And then, last but not least, I was invited to this private dinner thing for this artist that is doing a domestic violence exhibit around the country. Her name is Anna, and she just kind of makes like different perfumes and different, like perfume bottles labeled like, gaslighting or manipulation number 5, like things like that. So it's a really powerful, she told her story. We had a personal chef come and cook and some nice bottles of wine. It was at the CIC building. It's a workspace, what is it? A co-working space downtown at 50 Milk Street. What a beautiful place. Send a shout out to Fields Corner. Shout out to Fields Corner Chiropractic. They're locked. Hey, good Fields locked in. Love to hear
Let's
it.
get 'em.
Let's get it. Yeah. We got new listeners. Boop, 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 boop.
Practic. I might have to go there.
How much y'all charge for a little back cracking? Somebody
crack.
who can step on my back real quick.
Y'all leave me alone. Everybody talking about spam.
But yeah, it was a pretty packed in evening for me. And then just still adjusting to life. My new
I like
life,
what you do with
yeah.
the college students because they need people from the
They
city
do.
to show them.
They do. And big shout outs to Arlia from UNCF. We had her here once before. And they're really just doing really, really great thing. Speaking of Arlia, it has nothing to do with her, but I did see that ABCD's fuel assistance has increased. So if you guys have not already applied for fuel assistance, you guys probably should apply for fuel assistance. Save some money. If somebody trying to give you a little assistance with your bill, take it on.
Yes,
All right, take it on. Larry, can dogs eat spam? Because that might be interesting. Because spam looks like a dog food, don't
Black
it?
Cal doesn't like pork though.
No,
What are you
spam.
trying to say? I ate dog food.
Spam is not pork, is it?
Yes. It's all kinds.
Shut up.
It's all everything.
No, see, it's everything. It's a
everything.
compilation.
Of pork and other things.
Oh.
It's ham
Might
in a
have human in
can.
it.
That's why it's called spam.
Shut up. That's why it's called spam. I thought it was a beef substance, like onto corned beef.
I think it might have some human meat in it.
And some antibiotics that they use as medicine.
That's terrible. Just don't eat that. I'm looking at the pictures now, spam, and it looks like uncooked dog meat.
Yeah, it's big in Hawaii though. In Hawaii, they do a lot of spam.
Oh, Larry says yes. Dogs love spam.
But he wouldn't give it to his dog. No, Pastor Joy, I am not comparing. It just, you know how when corned beef come out the can, it looked like meated can. It looked like meated
Canned meat.
canned meat. And that's what I'm talking about. That family of canned meat.
What is spam actually made
the
of?
same thing,
Spam
bro.
is pork with ham meat added, salt, water,
What the
potato
hell is
starch,
pork with
sugar,
ham
and
meat?
sodium nitrate.
Pork with ain't pork ham?
It's
Pork is not ham.
pork with ham meat. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So why do they say pork with ham meat?
Because it's a pork, like probably a different part of the thing. The ham is the butt.
Ham is the butt.
Yeah.
Ham is the butt of pork. I don't eat it. So I never. What? Wow. You learn something new every day here on Spark
I don't
FM,
think
boy.
I knew that
tell you.
too, to be very honest.
It is the ham.
Is it spam? I know that spam is popular in Hawaii. It says the root of the island's love for spam products goes back to
They
World
do
War
foolishness
II.
over there with raw onions, spam, and like mayo on a piece of sliced bread.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
yeah, but it's.
I'm not going to
delightful.
yuck anybody's yum,
Yeah.
but in my life, I feel like that is nasty.
What is hothead cheese? Pork ain't nothing but hothead cheese. What is that?
Hothead cheese is when they I know what it is. It's some kind of gross something.
Hothead cheese.
In the meantime, we have an announcement to make. Going down Sunday, April 21st. It was Spark FM's fourth anniversary.
Sorry, Tristan, before
So
you get
who
into
said
that.
that?
Who
I
the hell
know.
said hothead cheese? Because that's nasty.
That is so nasty.
What's that?
What is hothead cheese? A spicy, unique mosaic look made with diced pork head meat and generous amounts of diced pork tongue, no gelatin or vinegar, an old world delicacy spiced with black pepper and garlic.
Well, mine says hothead cheese is not a dairy cheese, but a terrine or a meat jelly, often made with flesh from the head of a calf or a pig, or less commonly a sheep or a cow, and often set in aspic. The parts of the head used vary, but the brain, eyes, and ears are usually removed.
Oh.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That.
Who eat that? Why they eat
Girl,
that?
ain't nobody got time for
Oh
that.
my gosh, I was with my son's father yesterday, and he was telling me, he was like, like we were talking about how Noah is such a picky eater, and how like the therapist says that I have to get Noah out of his comfort zone, so just kind of like give him foods that he's not eating instead of just pacifying him with the foods that he does eat. So he was like, yeah, he should have had my mother. My mother used to make me eat, like, he said she used to make this soup that was like pork neck bones with tomatoes juice and lima beans and corn with spaghetti, and be like, eat that, and then the neck bone be just
Excuse me?
gelatinous piece of
What?
Excuse me?
pig
What?
meat.
I don't know what you just said.
What?
I don't know what you just said.
First of all, that's child abuse.
That's what
That's child abuse number one.
he was like, she used to like sit at the table for hours with like this pig's foot, pig feet, and be like, you gonna eat that or you not getting up from this table. She used to sit there for
Jeez Louise.
with the pig's foot, and he was like, it was just sitting on his
Damn.
plate.
In a gelatinous, ew, he got to go to therapy because he got to be right with himself and his soul, because that's not okay.
I said, oh my God, why?
You're not going to do that to my nephew, goddamn
He said he
it.
used to be at the table for like 6 hours.
I would have been like, just
Yeah.
take me out, Ma, because I'm going to
Nah,
just
like
leave him to die.
nah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's gross. I don't know.
But
People who like
in
pork really like it.
They do. As Tristan was alluded to before, we just wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
We introduced yesterday and we posted that we
Yeah.
are officially rolling out See what I did there?
I'm so excited.
Rolling out our 4th anniversary event. This is going to take, it's called Roll Bounce.
Yeah.
Roll Bounce.
I'm so excited because you know that's my movie.
Everybody need to go watch the movie before we go to Chez Vu's on April 21st. We're going to be at Chez Vu's Roller Skating Rink. That's in 11 Rhodes Street in Dorchester, Mass. It's not too far away from where the station, the new station, is going to be built up. By then, it actually might be built, so we might be doing something with there too. But Roll Bounce is going to be at Chez Vu's on April 21st. That is Sunday, April 21st, from 8 to 12. That's adult skate night as well. So that means that there is liquor going to be served.
Ooh.
And on top of that, Chez Vu's got some of the bombest food ever. Let me tell y'all, I'm not playing.
One of my friends the other day was like, sometimes I Uber Eats from Chez Vu's.
And I didn't know that Chez Vu's was like that you can Uber Eats. Because let me tell you who's going to be eating from Chez Vu's all the time. The chicken wings is good. The chicken tenders is good. The elephant ears, what they call
elephant ears.
What's that?
Fried dough.
Fried dough.
Yeah.
The fried dough is
Elephant ears.
Elephant ears.
That's what they call fried dough sometimes.
Who?
Elephant ears.
Where?
Never.
Look it up.
ain't never heard that.
Elephant ears, them little crispy cookies,
I ain't
little
never heard
crispy
that
Italian
a day in
cookies.
See,
my
fried dough.
life.
Elephant ears recipe. Elephant ears are crispy cinnamon sugar fried bread.
Oh.
See that?
Okay.
Yeah. that's what the white people say.
Never.
So there's gonna be all kinds of foods there. We might, you know us, we like to feed y'all when you're drinking, so we might have a few first come first serve. You can get tickets online at
SparkRollBounce.eventbrite.com.
Yes, what he just said. Tickets are only $15 if you don't have skates and you want to hang out, and if you do have your $20 if you don't have skates and you just want to hang out, and $15 if you do have skates and you're going to be outside skating. As usual, the music is going to be insane. I don't even worry about that because I know that our DJs are elite. They are premium. They are talented, and they are the best in Boston. So if they're not on Spark FM, it's either because... Let me say what I'm saying.
Even if Larry said, I hope they skate. Don't do what y'all do at pool parties. Even if
a lot of people are really, really excited about the skating part.
Yeah.
Even if y'all don't skate, Chez Vu's got a nice little side. Everybody could hold a nice little vibe.
Yeah, and it's, like, even if you don't skate, like, just try it. Like, get on the skates for 2 seconds, just put them on, take a couple of pictures, selfie it up, tell people you are skating, and go out there and try something. When is the last time?
Post my video of me skating.
When is the last time you adult? Oh, those little things?
No, bumper patrol.
What that mean?
Fellas gonna be riding around bumper patrol.
With enthusiastic
Bumper
consent.
patrol.
And then we'll ask them to bring out the little white things that the children use, and if you guys need a little bit of help. But when's the last time you adults came outside and did something really, really fun, celebrating a really, really great business? Thank you to us. And just had a good time. It's a really great way to, patronize our staples of our community.
Yeah.
And since we're moving to Mattapan, we'll be collaborating with a lot more businesses on the Ave. So make sure that you guys are coming forth. If Miss Tony can rub my legs after, I'll skate.
Who is that?
This is Dr. Live.
I got you, baby.
What she needed? DJ Live, not Dr. Live.
I got you, baby.
I might start calling her Dr. Live. She's good medicine for the soul.
I love her. I have DJ Live's little air freshener hanging in my car. My car smells so nice. I was like, oh my gosh, this is nice.
Where mine's at? Right here. Let me put that in my pocket.
It smells good in my car, girl.
Anyhow, people, we got to get into this show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning officially starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You're listening to Spark FM. Online.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Today is March 27th. We have about 3 days left of March, and then we're getting into April.
For a long time now.
Yeah, it has been. I can't even lie to you. It's been here for quite some time. Yeah, and it's time for it to go. We still got 3 whole days left. Larry said if Tony can rub my backside, I'll skate as well.
Maybe if you had a backside.
Yeah. Oh, she said you ain't got no ass.
He is ass. He ain't got them.
What's wrong with y'all this fine morning? The weather today states that it will be just like this, ugly. Cloudy conditions will continue all day. Wind gusts are up to 8 miles per hour. It's going to be a high of 54 and a low of 38 degrees. And it's going to rain. It's going to rain this tomorrow morning. But it is not
today morning or tomorrow morning.
Well, today is kind of drizzly. Would this count as the 40% chance of rain today? Like, because it has been
a little misty out this morning.
Yeah, it's
But
just
it's supposed
nasty.
to be pretty warm. It's supposed to warm up to almost 60, right?
54
When?
today, 54, but it's gonna still be dark and gloomy, so it don't really matter. And then we don't get like the whole week is just that between 40 and $50 degrees. Yes, 40 and 50 degrees. So that's what the weather is today. It's approximately 9:38 in the a.m. And let's get into this show because we do got a lot to cover, a lot of updates I'm seeing, and let's just get into it. Let's watch me, Boston to pay $4.7 million settlement after fatal police shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, Boston is paying up, huh? 31-year-old Terrence Coleman was suffering a mental health crisis outside his South End home in 2016 when police responded and shot him.
Those were our neighbors on West Springfield Street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember Arthur and Tina Coleman, their family? Hope.
No.
They lived upstairs from us when we were on West
Really?
Springfield. Oh, well, you wouldn't remember. You was
I was
an infant.
2. Yeah.
But those, that was our neighbors.
Wow. How come I remember some people like the Verileys and the...
Because they're still in our lives.
Oh, okay. So I was like, I was so young. Why do I know them? The city of Boston will pay more than $4 million for the mother of a black man who was shot and killed by Boston police while suffering a mental health crisis. Police killed Terrence Coleman, 31, in his South End home in October of 2016 after his mother, Hope, called 911 for an ambulance to transport him to a hospital. I remember reading about this story. Coleman had been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Here we go. Here is the clip. No, go ahead.
$4 million to the mother of a man shot to death by police 8 years ago. Terrence Coleman, who suffered from schizophrenia, was shot and killed by police after his mother, Hope, called 911 to get help for her son. Well, Mrs. Coleman then filed a wrongful death lawsuit, which was still active when the settlement was announced today. In return, the lawsuit has been withdrawn.
That's crazy. Wow. That's terrible. No mother should have to witness her child killed at the hands of police and fight the way that I have had to fight now for so many years to gain accountability, Hope Coleman said in a statement released by her lawyers. Nothing can bring Terrence back, but today at least a measure of justice has been done. There have been an increasing number of fatalities when police respond to mental health crises, including people who are suicidal, experience a breakdown, or mentally ill, according to the 2023 review by the Boston Globe. Boston City councilors have proposed efforts to redirect non-violent or mental health calls away from the police and to train public health officials, but no changes have been made official. This lawsuit uncovered grave deficiencies in the readiness of Boston police and EMS to serve persons in mental health crisis. One of Hope's lawyers, William Fick, said in a statement, BPD and BEMS remains woefully unprepared to handle such situation. For some reason, in my heart, I feel like when you're going through police academy and fire academy, that should be a segment or a course that is covered in your academy. Not saying that you got to be certified as a mental health clinician, but you at least should know the basics of how to de-escalate or who to call
Right,
in
for
the times of
message.
yeah. And then I just don't understand why that is not, like, how come they don't do sensitivity training and culture in school in general?
Right.
How come we're not learning the things and the skills that we actually need to know?
Right. Yeah. That's true.
Like, these children don't know how to write a check these days.
And especially these days, like, I know that back in our days when we were in school, like, we didn't necessarily have a lot of people who were like actively being diagnosed with like ADHD or learning behavior problems or whatever. We definitely had like cluster classes or whatever for kids who needed a little extra time or something like that. But now in these days where that is so widespread, like, we definitely need to incorporate that as a course in school, and just how, like, even for other kids, how to socialize with kids who have these type things going on.
No, that is so important to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm not understanding why we're not doing those things. You know, like, how come at this time in this day and age?
Right.
I think now in 2024 it's a little bit more trendy to be mentally unstable, and it's also a little trendy to go to therapy and stuff, which I do think that that's a really amazing trend. Because there's a lot of people out here that really need to touch base with a professional.
Absolutely.
Sit down in the office for about 4 weeks and just kind of let it out. Talk about all your problems. Let them know these people don't judge you. Let me go sign my black ass up for therapy again today, because you know what I need.
Therapy is life changing. And we'll
have
have Carmen in tomorrow, who's going to talk to us about that a lot, which is going to be really cool too.
It's going to be really important for you guys to watch and listen to. Let's get into this next story. So the woman who has been teaching for math teacher accused of abusing 3 pre-K special needs students, DA says.
Yeah.
The woman who has been teaching for 18 years accused of grabbing 2 students by the mouth and force feeding another, causing the child to vomit.
Oh.
Whose child is it?
What, along the same lines of what you were talking about? Like, who? What is that?
Why did you do that? Go to the story, Tristan, because I just need to know what the
What in the
Police and DCF are now investigating after a staffer and a parent reported that teacher. She was arraigned in court today and is facing several charges.
That disturbs me so much.
56-year-old Catherine Rousseau pleading not guilty to charges that she abused 3 pre-kindergarten students in her care.
It's very disturbing as a parent. I have a high school student that went to that school, so very disturbing. It's a very sad world we live in these days where you can't even trust a teacher.
According to the Plymouth County District Attorney, Rousseau grabbed the mouths of 2 Mitchell Elementary School students, leaving a mark or cut on one of the children, and force-fed another, causing them to vomit. In a statement, the superintendent said, quote, "These allegations and charges are unsettling. The district is fully committed to the well-being of our students and staff."
Like I said, it's not the news I expected to hear today, but in this dark world, sadly, these terrible things happen.
I'm shocked. I'm glad it wasn't one of my children. I feel so bad for the parents.
The DA says Rousseau told one of the students' parents that the marks on their child were self-inflicted. Rousseau has been teaching for 18 years and is a special education preschool teacher, according to the Mitchell Elementary School's website.
They have no concept of what's going on. You know, it's going to be the most horrible thing.
We did reach out to Rousseau for comment, but she didn't provide one. Her next scheduled court date is for May 14th. We're live in Bridgewater. Danae Bucci, WC.
Bye, Danae. Love her. God.
Where did they get that last name from?
Bucci? Yes, probably. Most likely. They said the staffer claimed that Rousseau, 56, had grabbed the child's mouth, leaving a cut on the child's lip. It is alleged that Rousseau grabbed the mouth of an additional child in the class and allegedly force-fed another, causing them to vomit. Rousseau, who lives in Taunton, has been charged with 3 counts of assault and battery on a person with intellectual disabilities.
Oh.
I don't know. You know, it's crazy out here.
It's crazy out here, but and I'm not advocating.
Thank you.
I'm not advocating abuse of children, right?
Mm-hmm.
These kids really put you through it. Yeah. And this woman is 56 years old. She's like,
been teaching for 18 years.
Right, like I am so close to retirement, and these kids. And if it happened on one occasion, I'm not excusing it, but I understand. But if she was continuously doing this to these children, then that is disgusting and horrible, and she needs to go away.
Yeah.
But
special education children as well.
Yeah.
They will test your absolute patience.
Jenna said these kids aren't built the same, but neither are the parents. So
exactly.
you gotta be very, very careful these days.
Again, you got to have a relationship because if anything, at least the teacher know if you're gonna do that to any child, it's not gonna be mine.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Her mother will come here. His mother will come here, and it wouldn't be a good situation. So you got to have some
you gotta
type of
let
deterrent.
these teachers know. You gotta raise up on them a little bit. You gotta send a 4-page letter or something. You know, you got to let them know this not the one that you gonna mess with. He might be a little crazy, but this not the one. Not this one. So I mean, you know, that's a very unfortunate situation. Very unfortunate in many ways.
Very. Oh, this is unfortunate. Patriots Super Bowl hero Malcolm Butler. You know, he got that winning touchdown in that one Super Bowl that one time.
He was fine that day.
He was fine, child.
Girl.
Say it to me one more time. He was a fine black man. However, that fine black man was arrested on suspicion of DUI in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
What he was doing here? Oh, he don't look like he looked before.
No, he don't. He don't.
What happened to him?
Drunk.
He needed me. Retired NFL star Malcolm Butler, whose late game interception made him the hero of the New England Patriots Super Bowl 49 victory, was arrested earlier this month in Rhode Island on suspicion of driving under the influence. An arrest report obtained by News 5 shows that Butler was pulled over by an officer of the North Providence Police Department at approximately 3:22 a.m. on March 16. The traffic stop was made at Mineral Springs Avenue near the Route 146 ramp. Butler told police that he was coming from a studio in Providence where he was making music. Oh. I could detect a strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from his breath. He had an extremely slurred and delayed speech along with severely bloodshot eyes. Definitely drunk. Just take me to jail, Butler reported. This is when he asked whether he had been drinking. You got me. Just take me. Butler refused to submit to field sobriety tests and was then placed under arrest, the report states. Additionally, the officer noted that Butler declined a chemical test at 4:05 a.m. He knew he did it, and he was like, if I take a breathalyzer test, I can't plead not guilty.
Because he was like, I'm drunk and high, so let me just go on.
Let me just relax. Let me take a little nap and get out of here in the morning. I don't got the time. Boston Children's Museum calls for safety upgrades after the child's death. This is such a tragic little accident.
It's so sad at the Children's Museum.
A 4-year-old girl was struck and killed by a car in the Seaport Sunday night. The museum did not say if the child was a visitor. After a 4-year-old was struck and killed by a car in Boston Seaport District on Sunday, the nearby Boston Children's Museum is calling for change. The girl was struck around 5 p.m. Sunday and transported to the hospital where she later died.
Where was it just her that was struck? Who was holding her hand?
Where's her mother?
Yeah.
And her father? Like how did she get there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
The driver stays on the scene and is not facing charges, but police called the scene emotional. The incident occurred at the intersection of Congress and Sleeper Streets which Boston Children's Museum president and CEO Carol Carnrow said in a statement has historically had issues related to speed and sight lines. Somewhere like the Boston Children's Museum
should not have these issues.
Yes, I'm going to continue to call out the obvious problems that people are not addressing. Why isn't there lights flashing, one sidewalk, like a partition, some boulders, like places where children frequent? And if you are a parent or if you've just been around kids, you know that them little things be fast.
Yeah.
They fast. You could be holding their hand. They bolt out in the street because a leaf or something like that. It's crazy. It's wild.
That's a dog.
Oh, sorry.
That's a dog.
But yeah, you got it. Like in places like that where it's high frequency for children, you gotta chill out. Boy, I tell you, I don't know the difference no more. I don't know the difference. They say the little girl ran in the street. Stop leashing your kids. Yeah, stop leashing your kids, white people. No, or leash them.
Leash them.
You do gotta leash them. Tie it around your waist. They got a waist leash.
They do.
You tie it around your
backpack
you
leashes.
tie it around your waist. You tied them. You put the backpack on. That way they can't run in the street.
Yeah.
But if you don't leash them and you're just holding their hand and letting little Jimmy have free range wherever you want, you gotta confine their space.
Harness.
Yes.
No
all
pull,
of that.
No
pull leash.
Something like
all
that.
of that is something to help they trachea so you don't be knock them out, pull them back. But that's what y'all gotta do. A tiny gun was found at Boston Logan Airport.
What that is? It sounds so cute.
Oh my goodness, look at it. It's a size of a pen.
Oh my.
Tristan, show them a little tiny gun. That's so cute. I want to have it.
How big is that? Oh my goodness. Does it work?
That's what she said. A gun smaller than a pen was found in a passenger's luggage. How y'all find it? Boston Logan International Airport over the weekend, according to Transportation Security Administration. The .25 caliber gun was discovered by TSA officers on Saturday, March 23rd, as a 72-year-old passenger moved through the security line.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be protecting myself.
Shoot.
All right.
What you thought?
Shoot. That's the end of the story, but that's cute.
But that is a cute gun.
I want to pick it up. Anybody got a pen? That's me a pen. How big is the pen?
Pen back there.
Oh wow, that's a little
tiny.
gun.
It's so cute.
Oh, they should have let him take that.
What's the harm?
He probably would have wiped out the whole plane, and that's terrible.
Do you think he forgot that he had it because it was so little and didn't see it?
What if you talk to a man like that?
So cute. Look at that. Look what you got there.
Oh wow, look at that.
Does that work? What you gonna do with that? You gonna shoot me? Oh my goodness. Look at
that. Boston Transit Police arrest 4 juveniles after assault on officers at Field Corner. Oh wow.
It's a new day.
It's a
new day.
Children is fighting the police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a jarring clash involving a young offenders, 4 juveniles were arrested and taken to police headquarters after a violent face-off with transit officers at Field's Corner. Oh, they're the transit officers. They think that they tough light security. The incident, which took place on the afternoon of March 25th.
They still police. Don't discredit them. They still had to go to academy. Rude.
I'm sorry, transit police. I love y'all. Keep the streets safe. The incident, which took place on the afternoon of March 25th, saw Boston Transit Police intervening to stop a group of juveniles from assaulting another youth. Thank you, Transit Police. According to a post on X by the MBTA Transit Police, while attempting to halt the brutality, the officers became the new focus of the minors' aggression, enduring spitting, punches, and kicks from the... Are you kidding me?
Like, who do you guys respect?
What is it? What am I reading?
Right.
While attempting to halt the brutality, so following the disturbance, the 4 juveniles involved were swiftly apprehended and conveyed to the TPD headquarters. The exact charges being faced have yet to be disclosed. This upheaval prompted outcry from law enforcement, with authorities denouncing the behavior as unacceptable conduct. The skirmish preventing the original assault quickly turned on the officers, who put themselves in harm's way to protect someone's apparently in danger. The MBTA Transit Police tweet attracted substantial attention, sharing the unfolding of events that led to the 4 arrests and capturing the public's attention. It remains to be seen what repercussions await the young. How old were they? Right. What is the age range in which the children don't give a goddamn about authority at all?
Exactly. I don't know. They don't mention the age range?
No.
They say 4 juveniles, so they're under 18.
Under 18.
Right. Yeah. That's wild. That's crazy.
I mean, it's like, what do we do with that?
Yep.
Eat their ass.
That's what I'm saying. The police needed to get them, and not as soon as they got them. See, I'm not gonna say it out loud because just saying no, because sometimes we be seeing the police and they being mad aggressive and mad rough with people who don't deserve it at all. And then you also have the super nice police who's probably like, no, don't do that. Come on, let's de-escalate. No, sometimes rough them up.
Not the police. The parents got to be there.
Yeah, but the parents don't have no. If the police, Tristan, Now the police don't got no control of the children.
police
You
do
know
that,
for a
right.
damn,
Right.
you know for a damn sure the parents don't got no control
Right.
over them children. I just feel like they should be hemmed up a little bit by the shirt and like thrown up against the wall and with their feet dangling a little bit.
Parents don't get their kids scared of police. I called police.
I am a huge advocate of scared straight. Can we bring that back? But I don't think that scared straight would work anymore because I think that these kids see going to jail as a badge of
There's street
of
credibility.
street cred.
I'm with
So-
Larry on this one. When they tell these youngins they have rights, they abuse them.
Yeah.
Tear gas them, tear gas the little shits. No, for real. Like them 4 children.
Not for real.
Not
Yeah.
for real. Leave the children
No.
alone. Don't abuse the children. They need love and they need resources.
Yeah,
and
but
they
you
need
got
other
if these
things.
kids listen, old enough to hit, old enough to get hit. If you out here thinking you gonna be abusing me, guess what?
I
guess
just
what?
feel like in those situations that the police should take their belt off.
Yeah.
And spank them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, spare the rod, spoil the child. You don't gotta abuse them. You don't gotta give them. How old they are? If
To
they
be
16,
lick.
16 lashes.
Yep.
14 lashes, depending on how old you are, depending on your crime, you gotta sit there and you gotta get a beating, a spanking,
Yeah.
a spanking, because that's what happened.
gotta-
Spankings is no longer allowed in the world, and the children are running rampant and cussing and spitting at the police. Boy, I tell
But
you.
y'all ever try acting crazy every now and then? Y'all just gotta act crazy in front of your kids. Just start shouting out random things and be like,
Yeah.
and it's just really scary.
I've had to
Like,
get
you know,
real good into Noah's face and tell him, if you think you crazier than me, try it. Try it. Try it.
Sige, I will knock you
probably got
clean out.
I grabbed Noah one time by his t-shirt, ripped his t-shirt off of him, threw his ass in a cold shower. You want to act crazy? Who crazy? Ever since he been acting right ever since I ripped that t-shirt off of him. No. Just for reference, the t-shirt already had like holes in it, so it was already.
That's a core memory.
right off
Like,
of him.
I remember one time my mama ripped my shirt clean off my back.
Yeah, that's right. Ripped it right off, and he don't act up for that reason no
Oh
more.
boy,
Shoot.
that is
There you
funny
go.
to me
That
in
worked.
my eyes.
Crazy.
That's what my friend Son had said one time. She was just like, at one point in your son's life, you definitely got to square up.
Yeah.
You got to square up so that they can understand that you the one who make all the rules here. And, like.
Nicole told me one time he was acting up for something. She was, go push him down. Push his ass down. Don't hit him. Just push his ass real hard.
Get out. It be like that. Jeez Louise, boy. These boys will test your absolute patience. But I heard that the girls be mouthing off and very snappy too. So, good luck to all you parents out there.
My daughter would
teenagers.
probably not have no teeth.
No
at this
hair.
point.
She would've shaved it off for the social media.
Remember that time my mother was like, take them braids out your head. She had given me the little Janet Jackson Poetic Justice braids. And I don't know what happened. I got in trouble in school that day. She made me come home the next day after she had
Take
spent
all
time
of
putting them in and take them out. Because she was like, your hair is going to your head.
See, they don't do that kind of stuff more.
They don't.
And that's why the children. Larry said, "My mom threw me up against the fridge." Like what?
No, but
Went straight to my
remember
room.
a couple of months ago we had the mother that shaved her daughter's hair off.
Yeah.
But again, those things we didn't have social media to make, to invite criticism to however you.
Tell us
if
some
that's
of-
what you're gonna do.
Write in the comments some of the punishments that your parents did on you, because my mother came up with some things. I remember my mother drove me to school in Belmont for one full week so that I could wear the same outfit to school every day that week. The same outfit she made me wear to school every day that week in high school.
I remember I wouldn't have to if I was trying to learn my timetables and stuff. I wouldn't be able to go out unless I would have to learn the
Where you
whole
was going?
9 times tables.
You could go out
to the birthday
to
party.
birthday party or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever was going on, I couldn't
Right.
go out.
Tony
Like,
was about to do that the other day. Noah's acting too much. He can't go to CK's birthday party. And I was like, yes, but no, not CK's birthday party. No. And she was like, I'm sorry. He got to learn.
Yeah.
He got to learn.
Listen.
But I tell you, that day he went to school and he acted right. He wanted to go.
We got a report from the teacher, and the teacher said he was okay. I said, all right. But listen, I'm not playing with him.
Sit your ass down and you don't bowl. You don't do nothing.
Nope.
Let's see. Let's keep on moving. Mayor Mish, go ahead.
Larry said, my mom told my sister get off the phone. My sister rolled her eyes. My mom took the phone and
And did what?
bop, bop, bop with the phone.
Listen, my mother used
Catherine say?
If the oldest gets in trouble, we had to hold a line up and get the belt. Oh
Yeah,
no!
Oh, that's terrible.
If the oldest got in trouble, everybody what?
Because it's setting an example. It's setting an example. All three y'all, come on over here.
Yeah.
I met a lady yesterday that had 5 kids. She has 4 boys, and the last one is a girl. And I was like, how?
How old are they?
16, 15, 11, 10, and like 2. I think she might be listening. Hey, girl, hey. But I was talking to her because I was fascinated.
Yeah.
I was fascinated with parents with multiple children. I kid you not. I am always very, very fascinated because I'm like, how do you do it? Like, how do you take care of multiple people at the same time, all the time? I don't
back
understand.
in the day, like our grandparents, they used the village.
My great grandmother, she had 16 kids, 15 boys, 15 girls, 1 boy.
1 boy.
How exactly? My grandmother has 11, was 9, and then my other grandmother has 11. How is it that you were able to keep all of these people alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
it's crazy.
It was
to
a
me.
community back then. I think we lost that sense of community. Back then it was, people, they were raised by multiple. It wasn't just like they were raised by around.
And then the
everybody else in their
oldest started
family
to
and stuff.
take
Yeah,
care of
right.
the younger
You
ones
know.
too, so you had a little built in.
And you did have neighbors who felt some responsibility towards your kids back in the day too. So it was like he says, it was a village. It was literally community. You couldn't go out there acting up because your neighbor had rights to spank you or to hem you up. These days, these parents are friggin' unhinged.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, we be in the stores or whatever, and the boys are running around or whatever, and somebody be like, and I'd be like, listen, I believe in community parenting. You say something to my son if you see him acting up all the time. Please do that for me. Help me out here. You know what I mean? But these days, these parents want to fight you for saying something to their kid who was visibly doing wrong.
And sometimes it's scared too. Like, be like, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, don't do that.
Oh, no, I'd be
do
like,
not do that again.
Turn around. Turn around.
Let's keep it going. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu announced on Tuesday the Boston Open Streets is coming back this May bigger than before. The car-free event series expanded to Hyde Park this year with extended hours. Big shout out to Shauna Bryant. She is the director for that situation. She's the coordinator for it.
For all of them. Oh, wow.
This year, Open Streets will take place in Dorchester, Roxbury, Jamaica Plain, Hyde Park, East Boston, and Alston and Brighton, starting on May 5th and ending October 2nd.
Right?
They started that one last year.
Oh, wow.
Over the last 2 years, we have seen Open Streets events transform public streets into shared community spaces where residents can experience the full liveliness of our neighborhood and small businesses can be supported, said Mayor Michelle Wu. We're thrilled to keep this going this year. Mayor Wu and Open Streets will also be open later this year from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Oh, wow. Because it usually ends at 3. I think it starts at 9, too, which is crazy. From 10:30 to 5 p.m. Read more. Dorchester is May 5th. That's the first one. After that, we have June 22nd is in Roxbury. July 21st, Jamaica Plain. August 11th, Hyde Park. September 15th, East Boston. And October 20th, Alston, Brighton.
October?
Yeah. That's
wow.
going to be a little chilly.
That's a fall festival.
If you guys want to know more about that, just kind of Google Open Streets and you'll find it. You'll start seeing a lot of marketing and at the bus stops and stuff with the dates on them. I encourage you guys to go. It is a really, 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 really nice event. And we have a good time. Spark FM is usually out there doing some little music and giving away some things. So yes, that's going to be really fun. So shout out to them. Nice. With that said, people, are going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
No doubt.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rock that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Boston, come out and enjoy yourself as Boston All Fools League brings to you a back-in-time party like no other. Saturday, March 30th at Unity Sports and Cultural Club, 10 Dunbar Avenue, Dorchester, Mass. Doors open at 9 p.m. Music by Golden Eye and DJ Tyra's the President. You're gonna hear music like this and music like this. Music like this. All the hits from the past. Saturday, March 30th. For more information, call 617-947-0902. That's 617-947-0902. This one is gonna be a movie. My name is Fafa, and I'm gonna see you there.
The war on drugs has harmed millions of people and disproportionately subjected black and brown communities to criminalization and incarceration, disrupting access to resources, education, and support. To learn more about Massachusetts policies and programming ensuring the legal cannabis industry is equitable and positively impacts communities harmed by marijuana prohibition and enforcement, visit masscannabiscontrol.com/equity.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, chick a man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Yes. I'm gonna do a video like that and caption some funny things on it. It's time for our national and world news. We're back here with Spark FM Online. Miss Tony is gonna give it to us. X gonna give it to us. It's gonna give it to us. X gonna give it to us.
All right.
Sleeping.
Oh, how you don't bark when people barking? Baltimore bridge collapse. That has been a fascinating thing. 6 people are presumed dead after the ship collides with the bridge. This is 6 people that they were looking for yesterday. 6 people are missing and presumed dead after a container ship hit the landmark Francis Scott Key Bridge in the U.S. city of Baltimore, causing it to collapse. The Coast Guard said it has suspended its search and began a recovery effort. The bridge, which is more than 2.6 kilometers or 1.6 miles long, was destroyed after the vessel hit a support. Officials say the ship suffered a power issue and sent out a distress call moments before the crash. Really? Yeah, they said the ship lost power 2 times before it
crashed.
Before it crashed into the thing.
Wait, they didn't even see the ship coming?
They put out a mayday call, yeah.
Yeah, they put out a mayday. They couldn't see where they were going, and that's how they crashed into the thing. Boats and helicopters were part of a huge search and rescue effort looking for the 6 missing people. 2 others were pulled from the water, one in a serious condition. Rear Admiral Shannon Gilraith of the U.S. Coast Guard said in the evening that the remaining missing men were presumed dead based on the temperature of the waters they had fallen into and the length of time they had been gone.
Louise.
Authorities said the men were a part of a construction crew repairing potholes at the time. At the time the bridge snapped. The focus is now turning to the investigation into what went wrong, with a team of transportation safety experts hoping to board the stricken ship and recover its data recorder. Yeah. The Singapore, it was coming from Singapore?
Wow.
Singapore flagged container ship Dolly struck a support column on the 47-year-old bridge at 1:30 a.m. on Monday, causing it to collapse. It departed from the terminal of Port Breeze at about 12:45 bound for the Sri Lankan capital, Colombo. That was a long trip that was going to be on, right? From Baltimore, you was going to Sri Lanka?
Dude, this with a ship that's losing power every 2 minutes. What you was going to do?
The U.S. federal government agency said the vessel lost propulsion as it was leaving the port. The crew then warned Maryland transportation officials of possible collision, according to an unclassified cybersecurity and infrastructure security agency report on the incident. Maryland State Governor Wes Moore said he could confirm that the crew notified authorities of a power issue, adding that the ship had lost power before smashing into one of the columns supporting the bridge. A number of vehicles, including one the size of a tractor trailer, plunged into the water below. Baltimore Fire Department, the U.S. Coast Guard, and other agencies from the state of Maryland have been involved in the rescue operation. Baltimore Fire Chief James Wallace confirmed that 2 people had been rescued and one of them had been transported to a local trauma center in a very serious condition.
Damn.
Mr. Wallace said the tide was posing a challenge to rescue efforts. Local officials said another huge concern of rescue teams was the freezing conditions with air temperatures of about 37.4 degrees near the bridge.
This was a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, like just horrible.
Everything.
Horrible.
There was nothing that worked in anybody's favor at any point during this whole thing.
Yeah, the mayor says it's an unthinkable tragedy. The people, the lives, the souls. There are people in the water that we have to get out, and that's the only thing we should be talking about. This is gonna just be ongoing. What are they gonna do? How are they gonna do?
Catherine, I don't know how that goes together, but that I do remember that scene in Leave the World Behind. She said perhaps it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. You know, like I guess the symbolism of the ship.
That Leave the World Behind was forecasting a lot of things. After Leave the World Behind, remember all them Teslas was recalled?
Yep, they sure were.
Now this ship running up on the beach.
And then they dropped the deluxe edition of Friends. I don't know if they did that, but I'm just putting that out there.
Well, child, that's...
Was it close to the shore? I thought it was like in the middle of the water. In the middle of the bridge. It's just crazy how that bridge crumbled
down,
like that.
There's a bunch of different little look. It strayed off of course right before. So it strayed off of course at 126, and then it hit the bridge at 128. It's so crazy. Ship appears to lose power approaching the bridge.
So when
I seen that.
So when the ship loses power, don't they gotta? But the anchor ain't gonna go down that. How do ships stop?
You gotta
shut
the motor off and then eventually
shut the motor off. Do they still
you
drop an anchor?
You have to stop it. You have to start pressing the brake long time before. But look at this. This picture down here. This series of pictures down here with actual pictures. It shows where the light goes off. Then it shows where the lights come back on and smoke rises from the ship's funnel. It changes course, so the ship turned a little bit and appears to lose power again. Ship collides with the pillar of the bridge. Like that's fascinating pictures right there. That's the way that bridge collapsed, though.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. It didn't seem like the bridge had any structure, and I know that the ship was huge, and that's gonna cause a whatever. But it crumbled to the ground. All the way down. Like everything was just like
the whole thing.
Yeah. Don't burn bridges.
That's
whoa. Okay.
All right. A single person took home the $1.12 billion Mega Millions.
We don't do that here. Keep
I
going.
know, but one person?
No.
One person?
Nope, because we just calculated $1 billion the other day, and that's stupid.
Oh my God.
We're not going to invite that type of negativity into this atmosphere.
Then be careful, people. Be careful. Digital kiosks like these collect your phone's data if you go near them.
Oh no.
People with smartphones in 18 states are unwittingly having their data taken by digital signs made by Sufa, based in
I bet you that
Cambridge,
never happened with the
Massachusetts.
Nokia phones. I bet you that didn't happen with the Razors. I bet you that didn't happen with the Bluetooth. I mean, with the Blackberries and the Sidekicks.
Oh no, not Digicel.
Not Digicel.
What's called? Start with a C. Start with a C.
With a C.
Next cell.
All right, go to the clip, Tristan. Start with a C. Nextel. All right, CK.
That's right, Glenn. And over the last several years, kiosks like this one right here have been popping up all over the region. This one in Brookline, for example, will show you local events, updates, news feed, even the weather, as you can see it right here. But as I'm standing here, it is also reading data right off of my cell phone, and it's technology that civil rights groups say they want to stop. These 7-foot kiosks have been popping up around town and resemble giant Kindles and are set up along sidewalks. In Brookline, these standalone billboards have existed for more than 5 years.
So it provides town information, it provides calendars, there are little question and answer things that people can engage with.
But word got out that these seemingly harmless devices do more than provide you with information. Without you knowing, you're actually providing them with yours.
And we use that information to make sure that the messages are being effectively reaching the community.
The company facilitating that data is Sufa. Based in Cambridge, Sufa is present in at least 18 states and 120 cities. Sufa's kiosks are solar powered with state-of-the-art sensors that have the ability to measure and analyze cell phone data of potential customers, tracking people's engagement within feet of the device.
Even at the most basic level, your cell phone data actually gives out a lot of information.
David Gerzoff runs a PR agency and says the technology is great for marketing companies, but it could come with some risks.
Once this data is created, it's stored someplace, and how are they protecting it, and are they selling it?
The American Civil Liberties Union launched a campaign to push lawmakers in Massachusetts to pass the Location Shield Act, noting that data brokers can potentially sell digital information to anyone willing to buy it. Sufa says it recognizes the sensitivity surrounding data collection and adds that Sufa does not collect any identifying data from a person or device. No other information beyond the MAC address is being collected. No data correlation is performed, and the information is not shared with any third party. Now back out live here, the sales from advertising of these kiosks here does go to the town, a small percentage of it. In fact, the select board vice chairman tells me that it's a trivial amount. Now, the town administrator says that Sufa's contract will be up for renewal in 2025, and it will reevaluate its usefulness at that time. Reporting live in Brookline, Oscar Margain, NBC 10 Boston.
It's just like geotrack. It's just like what they do on the internet, though, ain't it? Like every time you say a word, all of that start to take your information and eat your brain out and things like that, and go into your head and find out all your thoughts, and then you start getting all of the things in it. I think it's AI. I think we're all being poisoned. I think it's the vaccine.
I think the whole world is AI. I think it's all. I think there is somebody who is up there controlling the whole thing, and everything is just crazy.
Catherine said, "Do we need to walk with foil in our pockets to block the signal?"
Does that work? Because I will. Does it work? I will do that.
I don't know, but I'll try it. With a little
start.
foil hat.
I was about to say, I'm about to make me a little helmet, because I don't know what's going on, but the things that be going on in my brain cannot be my own thoughts. Sometimes I feel like that. A high-speed chase ends with a massive cocaine bust in the Caribbean. Oh, authorities have announced the largest cocaine shipment seizure of the year in the Caribbean Sea
Pablo
off Colombia,
Escobar.
after military ships and planes chased down a speedboat holding almost 4 tons of the drug and P. Diddy. In a joint operation. Y'all don't think Diddy was on that boat?
Yeah, no.
Diddy was on his private plane.
Diddy's on that boat. That's Diddy's drugs. In a joint operation between the Colombian Navy, the Colombian Air Force, and the Joint Interagency Task Force of the United States Southern Command, authorities seized the cocaine said to be worth more than $113 million from the vessel near San Andres Isla, according to the Colombian Navy. The Navy released dramatic aerial video of the chase, during which it said the crew of the suspicious vessel began evasive action, throwing packages into the water. Is it waterproof? Y'all just gonna toss it over like that?
Yeah, but I guess that even if it's a little wet, you could dry it out.
Oh, and make crack with it.
Yep.
After a chase that spanned several miles, the boat, which was covering its cargo with a blue tarp, was finally intercepted. The official said 3 Colombians, 1 Honduran, and 1 Venezuelan.
Jeez, Louise, Hondurans always want to be a part of something, boy.
Who had been on board the speedboat were detained, and subsequent testing confirmed that the boat was carrying 3,355 kilograms of cocaine, weighing or about 3.7 tons. 3.7 tons of the drug. 3.7 tons.
What do you do with 3.7 tons of the? I mean, how much is that worth? Let me guess.
They said
it's
it.
worth
how much?
113 million. But that seems like a little bit for 3.7 tons.
So that's where I was thinking too. I feel like that's not a lot of money, and they kind of cheated
how they have
the
it
people.
laid out there.
Let me see. Take a look at it. Let me see. Turn it around. Oh wow, that looked nice. It's like a field of corn.
Look like bricks.
Yeah,
it is bricks. They got to use the scale that they weigh the whales on. Colombia produces about 60% of the cocaine found in the world. In case you guys wanted to know.
That's where all the cocaine comes from. Why do they know?
They know that. That's the narcos.
And then the narcos own the police down there, so there's no really kind of interdisciplinary actions being taken place, because that's how Pablo Escobar hippos ended up eating all of the cocaine and all of the money, because he just had too much.
Why they don't have no movie called Cocaine Hippo?
That's a good one.
Soon come.
Soon come. Yeah. Donald Trump is selling $60 Bibles with the God Bless the USA. Singer Lee Greenwood. Donald Trump is promoting a line of pricey Bibles in a partnership with country music star Lee Greenwood. The God Bless the USA Bible, which costs $59.99, not including shipping and other fees, according to its website. The partnership comes as the presumptive Republican presidential nominee has seen his net worth explode by billions of dollars on paper while he appeals massive civil penalties in multiple courts. So go ahead and get you one of these Donald Trump God Bless America $60 Bibles.
Who wanted Donald Trump? Anybody?
There's nothing more.
Anybody want?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't want. Especially what I don't want is any Bible from Donald Trump.
Donald Trump said all Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. Trump said in a video on Truth Social announcing the business
Hold on,
deal.
we got it.
To be partnering with my very good friend Lee Greenwood, who doesn't love his song "God Bless the USA," in connection with promoting the God Bless the USA Bible. This Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents, yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard, to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this.
I meant to say he's fighting the Constitution.
It's very important and very important to me.
Mouth looks like an
I want to have a lot of people have
like
it.
a tight
you
one,
have to
like
have
a
it
tight
for
one.
your heart, for your soul.
Poop.
Many of you have never read them and don't.
Now
know
I
them.
can't. Now I can't unsee it. It's a talking butthole. Look at him especially when he says something like "you" or something like that. It looks like very tight butthole.
Oh my gosh! I take him off. I can't.
And why are you giving such a big speech about the Bible? You know that you could get. You know that everybody got. You can get a free Bible in the hotel.
You can go get the Bible out the hotel room. Ain't nobody buying your $60 Bible if you don't get out of here.
$60 for a Bible? You can get a Bible for $9.99 and they got 12 pages on it. What are you talking about?
It be inscribed with my name on it, like my one that I got for my 30th birthday from my mother.
I wonder how he's gonna relate this to the black folks too. Exactly. Somebody just put up like his sneakers. Like, how you gonna relate that? They was like, oh, Donald Trump came out with these ugly ass sneakers, but who's gonna buy them is these black people because of black people.
Jesus in there.
You know ain't no even representation of anything black in that Bible. They done wiped out all the energy.
It has a copy of the Constitution in it, though.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm. Has a copy.
The copy of the Constitution that
The
that
US
don't work.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in that Bible.
Constitution is
that
stupid.
he's fighting against in court.
Exactly. A dog attack at a playground leaves a child with life-altering injuries, and the owner has been arrested. Patricia Sergiak faces several charges, including criminal negligence, causing bodily harm, and failing to prevent a dog from biting or attacking. A child was hospitalized in critical condition after they were attacked by an unleashed dog at a playground. On Saturday morning, police responded to Little Norway Park in Toronto, Ontario, on a report of an animal complaint. Police said a woman, later identified as 38-year-old Patricia Sierrak, was near the playground with an unleashed dog when a father and child also approached the area. Soon after, the dog charged toward the child through an open gate, according to the police. The animal then bit and dragged the child to the ground. Police claimed the woman and the child's father attempted to remove the dog from the child, but when the animal let go, she allegedly fled the scene with it. With the child?
No, with the dog.
Oh. The dog. Okay.
That's a big dog.
The next day, police executed a search warrant at a location in the area where the woman was arrested. She faces several charges, including criminal negligence, causing bodily harm, and failing to prevent a dog from biting or attacking, according to police.
Oh, no, they're going to put the dog down, huh?
Yeah, probably. Police said in a previous press release asking for the public's help in identifying a woman that the child was taken to the hospital with serious life-altering but non-life-threatening injuries, probably mauled it in the face.
Mauled its face off.
Yeah, according to the police, the dog has been seized by Toronto Animal Services. The woman was expected in court on Monday. It's unclear if she entered a plea or retained an attorney to speak on her behalf. That's awful. We've heard somebody we know from this church. The little boy was mauled in the face by a dog. Shelly's little brother.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
A man went into a Wells Fargo and said he has explosives and was shot by the police.
He said he what?
He had explosives. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know.
Well, I mean, what you thought?
I'm not sure what you want me to say with that piece of information.
That sounds dangerous with them shooting if he had an explosive on him.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it was the Bomb Squad. Do y'all watch Will Trent? Y'all gotta watch Will Trent.
That's the Bomb Squad movie?
No, it's not a Bomb Squad. It's a show about a police detective, but there was a Bomb Squad situation that happened in that. Oh, it's crazy. An ordeal at a Fullerton Wells Fargo bank on Tuesday evening began with a possible robbery attempt in which a man threatened witnesses with an explosive device and ended when police shot the individual outside the bank's doors, according to law enforcement. In a statement on social media, the Fullerton Police Department said officers responded to reports of a possible bank robbery at the 100 block of West Baston-Chury Road around 5:09 p.m. and began evacuating employees. The Orange County Sheriff's Bomb Squad also responded to the scene. While inside the bank, witnesses stated that the suspect produced what appeared to be an explosive device. Upon exiting the bank, an officer-involved shooting occurred. Police spokeswoman declined to provide additional details of the incident, citing an ongoing investigation. It's unclear whether the suspect was killed, although news reported that the unidentified suspect did die at the scene.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to the clip.
Yes.
Wait, it's unclear if he died at the scene, but the suspect said that he died at the scene? Is that what you just said?
That's what I said.
KCAL's Desmond Shaw is in SkyCal over the scene in Fullerton.
Where's
Fullerton? Very bizarre situation here, Chauncey and Susie, on 100 West Baston-Chury, where the suspect is deceased in all of this. It began at this Wells Fargo right up here, where someone walked in and said that they had explosives. Fortunately, everyone was able to get out of the building before the suspect pulled themselves up in there. At some point, we understand that shots were fired by Fullerton PD or the North County SWAT team that is here. You see their Bearcat here in the center of the shot. Let's show you some of the scenes when we pulled up here. We have to blur the image of the suspect that is in front of the door right now, but you can see the robots that were out here examining the suspect and all the contents around them to see if they indeed have a explosive device on them. Sometime later, officers came closer. They had another type of device which looked like it may have been used to detect explosives. They obviously determined that there were no explosives on the suspect because they came up to examine him closely, and indeed the suspect was deceased. No other reports of any injuries in all of this. So now, with this also being a police shooting, that is going to trigger a totally different type of investigation. Very strange incident here today in Fullerton.
That person wanted to die.
I'm Desmond Shaw.
That person wanted to die.
Yeah, because you went in there with a bomb, you came out and you started being crazy. I'm not sure what the police had an option to do.
Yeah. That's Larry. It doesn't show. Is it our people or of the Crocus tribe? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure.
I don't think it was ours. I don't think we do the bomb thing. I
Yeah.
think we go in there waving the 4-4 and stuff like that. But I don't think we strap bombs to us. We be like, that's too permanent.
And then this last really crazy story, a Nigerian woman reviewed some tomato puree online, and now she faces jail time. Why? What happened?
Tell me.
A Nigerian woman who wrote an online review of a can of tomato puree is facing imprisonment after its manufacturers accused her of making malicious allegation that damaged its business. Chima Okoli, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from Lagos, is being prosecuted and sued in civil court for allegedly breaching the country's cybercrime laws in a case that was gripped the West African nation and sparked protests by locals who believe she is being persecuted for exercising her right to free speech. Well, what exactly did she say? She's a small-scale importer of children's wear, told CNN that on September 17th, she asked her 18,000 followers on Facebook to share their opinions about a tomato puree she bought in place of her usual brands, saying she found it to be too sweet. Her post, accompanied by a photo of the open can of Nagiko tomato mix, produced by local company Erisco Foods Limited, sparked varied reactions from commenters, one of whom replied, "Stop spoiling my brother's product. If you don't like it, use another one, then bring it to social media or call this customer service." She responded, "Help me advise your brother to stop killing people with his product. Yesterday was my first time of using, and it's pure sugar."
What? What is happening?
A week later, she was arrested. In legal filings seen by CNN, the Nigeria police force alleged that she used her Facebook account with the intention of instigating people against the food manufacturer, adding in a statement on March 7 that it had unearthed compelling evidence against her from its preliminary investigations. According to the police, Okoli was charged with instigating Erasco Foods Limited, knowing this said information to be false under Section 24 of Nigeria's cybercrime prohibition. And if found guilty, she could face up to 3 years in jail and a fine of $7 million naira, which is around $5,000. She was separately charged with conspiring with 2 other individuals with the intention of instigating people against the food service, which the charge sheet noticed was punishable of the same act. She risks a 7-year sentence if convicted of this charge. So she's facing 14 years in jail for saying that
this is
the tomato sauce is not good. That's what's going on. She is also being sued in a separate civil case brought by the manufacturers, which said in a statement issued on January 19th that it was defending its reputation after her comments resulted in several suppliers deciding to disassociate themselves from us. The Lagos-based food company has also suffered the loss of multiple credit lines and had therefore filed a civil lawsuit against her that sought $5 billion in damages. This case is due to be heard on May 20th. That's crazy.
That's
insane.
ridiculous.
Like, what is that?
Because she said that it's killing people.
So that's defamation?
That's defamation, and so they're suing her because they said so many people don't want to deal with them anymore after
What if she says allegedly?
I don't know. So because she said that, she's now facing 14 years in jail and $3 million plus $5,000.
Didi said there's a guy in Trinidad going through the same thing.
For what? What's going on here? That's great. She's currently pregnant with her 4th child. And that's that. Well, this is a long
You can't
story.
even say nothing to nobody these days. You can't have no opinion about nothing.
You can't say nothing.
You can't have no rasshole opinion.
No.
None of it.
None of it.
Because you going to jail. Larry, you better be careful. You going to jail now.
I just know one thing. It's freezing right here.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a hot girl.
Oh my gosh.
You want to close that? The window's open.
I'm gonna do that.
You don't know how to close no window.
I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me get this. Oh. Whoa, you're a big girl.
I got muscles.
Muscles. Speaking of muscles, CK went to the gym the other day with his father because he was very excited about going to the gym when he turned 12. So Cornell took him to the gym, and I got many videos of him working out. And the next morning when he had woke up, I came into the room and I saw him, and he was like this. It's like if you don't put your little soft arm down.
Confidence. The other day when his hair was picked out, he went and he looked in the mirror and he said, "Well, I am handsome." I said, "That's right, baby. That is right. You sure are.
Going around with that
Sure
hair looking crazy.
are.
Okay, his hair looks.
I am
wow.
handsome.
Mom, is my hair messed up? You don't even like to bathe. Why you worried about your hair, bro? Like,
Anyways, that's
chill
the
out.
national news. That's the national news.
So we're gonna go one more commercial break, and we'll come back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The war on drugs has harmed millions of people and disproportionately subjected black and brown communities to criminalization and incarceration, disrupting access to resources, education, and support. To learn more about Massachusetts policies and programming ensuring the legal cannabis industry is equitable and positively impacts communities harmed by marijuana prohibition and enforcement, visit masscannabiscontrol.com/equity.
Spark FM.
Wizzy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over it.
Spark FM.
All right. Let it settle. This is Spark FM Online. We're about to get a free and wonderful rendition of this song by Miss Tony Johnson.
Lately, you don't pay me no mind. You act like you don't want me no more. Maybe you need space or some time. Your attitude is unpredictable. I don't wanna make you unhappy. If you're not happy, then you're free to go on. Cause I don't want you hanging around. If I make you uncomfortable, don't talk to me. Don't worry, don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Go ahead to someone else. Go ahead to someone else. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Love me, don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Go ahead and free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead to someone else. Yeah.
Wow, that was not getting girl. I'll go out on a limb and say that's your song.
Man, listen, that song comes up inside of me. This song comes up
Spark FM Online karaoke hour. How can I help you?
God damn it, I would love to sign y'all guys. I need y'all to come out with an album, baby.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Keep going.
It's over now, bye hater. You missed it.
Oh man.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all. My girl Fantasia with her fine ass.
Listen,
Tony,
Tay-Tay.
yes,
Tay-Tay.
Tony and the Sparks. Yes, sir.
Yes. We got to go to karaoke.
Thank you. Big shout out to Jason Finn from Finn's Fusion, who's going to be
Man.
downstairs from us. He
Listen.
said he's banging on the furnace.
Banging on the furnace.
Hello.
Yes,
That's
come
a
on.
money pull up.
Listen, we got to go to the karaoke at the Cathay Pacific and pump that
One
out.
of our events, we're going to do a bars at karaoke, get everybody drunk, and then everybody's going to sing.
I love it.
We
Let's
might have
do
to
it.
do that one for in the summertime.
Latoya, your ears ain't never been blessed before the way they was just now. I'm gonna call you later and sang to you. Damn
Sang
it.
a little song.
Sang.
Who else is hating? Good morning. How are you, Spark FM?
Just don't give up on the day job, all right?
What?
We don't. What?
We don't
What?
Just don't give up. Just don't give up your day job. That's all I say.
This is my day job, though.
I think you all need some food.
Oh, we do need some food.
I'm not talking to Bev. I'm not talking to y'all. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm not even speaking to you.
Tony.
No.
Talk to your sister.
Because I was talking to my sister on Sunday, and I was like, "What are you eating today?" And she was like, "Oh, Corey, his mom made food."
Forget you don't get none.
She says, "What are you eating today?"
Forget, but you don't get. So I don't know. I don't know what.
First of all, Tony lives walking distance, so she can come there.
Exactly.
You gotta hit her up on a Sunday. That's where they sit there and make about 15 meals.
Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
What's your name known as? Whatever
she said she had the nerve to tell me so bold-faced, too.
Listen, I cuss Corey.
Well, I just cuss he all the time.
They'll keep cussing me. But whatever goes on in my part, it is walk out.
You see? These damn boy children. That's why you can't have no boy child.
She
You
had
got
to,
that right.
Bye,
I
Miss
think
Beverly.
I had some stewed chicken.
It was
and
great.
Where the hell she get some chicken from?
The
Where the hell that you get food from?
Yo, I tore it.
I said, "What are you eating today?" She was like, "Oh, Beth made food." So you gonna tell me just like that the Beth made food?
Wow. And she immediately said, "Oh, that's okay. I already ate."
Did I?
Yep, you sure did. Oh, she sure did. She said,
Tony,
"I have food."
What I'm going to do for you, right? Send me your number.
Yeah.
And I will call you and tell you come and get yours.
And
I'm not
only
gonna
call me.
nobody
Don't call
else.
her. Just me.
Just you.
Thank you, Miss Bab. You are my friend. I don't know about your son and this girl here, but you good in my book.
Whatever. Bye. Bye-bye. You gotta go.
Don't hang up on my
You
friend.
gotta go and she gotta go. God damn it. It's time for our entertainment report. Let's find out all the foolishness that's going on with your favorite. And as usually, we'll start with Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy seen talking with federal agents at an airport as an associate. As associate is arrested. So this is Diddy talking to the agent. His associate Paul was arrested. Diddy was face-to-face with federal agents on Monday as they intercepted his plane, and TMZ now has a photo showing the interaction. Let's stop there. Let's park that. Where the hell, what does TMZ do? Like, they just got people that just literally like follow people around? Like, that's what it is? Like, I'm gonna get the shot? Am I gonna pay for you?
Photos too. You can sell your photos to TMZ. So there's probably people that worked at the airport. We're buying stuff. That was buying, that were emailing TMZ and probably most likely they bought these.
I mean, what show were we watching where they were telling us how the paparazzi work? Like, they literally like
Meghan and
drop
Merkel.
They like drop a pin and everybody just converges on that place. Like they literally
that a fun job?
Sit around and wait for that. Yeah, they're like. What do they call? They call those lawyers. They call ambulance chasers.
Oh, yep.
So it's like that. They literally just wait for the story to drop and then just be out.
Diddy got his back to the camera and doesn't appear to have been detained. You also see 25-year-old Brendan Paul in the mix, who was later arrested and booked on drug charges following a search. It was Diddy's drugs on the
drug
beach.
mule.
Oh my God!
What I say?
Diddy's into drugs too?
Just don't get me.
They found guns and drugs in his house. Didn't they say that?
As we
during the
reported,
raid?
cops say they found cocaine and weed in Paul's travel bag. He was booked and later
Paul's
released.
travel. Yeah, this is
he
just
obtained
bugging
it. No, but that's when I was when I was working with Val Beats. He used to always say that these kind of celebrities need a handler,
Yeah.
and that's what Paul was. He was the handler. You carry the drugs as this nice white looking boy.
Mm-hmm.
You carry the drugs and all the guns. So if anything happens, you say it's yours, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I need to have enough money to do
This
that.
Paul right here?
That's Paul
that's
right
Paul.
there.
Oh, wow.
As reported,
He don't look suspicious at all.
Oh,
so
as we reported, Paul's name was dropped in Rodney Jones' explosive lawsuit against Diddy, which alleges that the young man worked as a mule for his former boss, dealing in drugs and firearms. The suit includes photos of Paul hanging out with Diddy. Diddy has denied all of Rodney's claims yet again. Worth noting, Diddy hasn't been arrested or charged at this point, but as you know, the feds raided his home in LA and Miami in search of incriminating evidence. The homes were turned upside down with documents strewn all over and items dumped all over the floors. Diddy came out Tuesday and denounced the federal investigation as a witch hunt.
He used to play at he was a former basketball player at Syracuse.
Who, Paul?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a cool little gig, right? I get to handle Diddy's drugs and guns.
But he doesn't look like somebody who would be handling drugs and guns, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's the type of person that you pick.
And he probably has
Very
a clean record.
Mm-hmm.
And because he has white privilege, he's probably going to get off and everybody's going to be fun. One thing I do think that Diddy did is Diddy set himself up for success. Also, in meaning like having a handler like Paul, you know, like having enough money to deal with things and how much adventure. I don't think he thought that it was going to go down in this respect, but boy, I tell you, there are also pictures of Diddy's house that has been ransacked by the feds. And when the feds come in your home, they don't give a goddamn. They just tear everything up. They break things. They don't care. I think they take a hose and a match to it too. Oh my goodness. And the lawyers criticized the search on the musicians' homes with a statement. He says, yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. The searches were part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation by federal authorities in New York. 2 law enforcement officials told the Associated Press the officers were not authorized to publicly discuss details of the investigation and spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity. Combs was not detained and spoke to authorities, and neither he nor any family members were arrested, nor has they travel been restricted, according to Dreyer's statement. Dreyer said the unprecedented ambush has led to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. Homie's going through it. Oh, look at his house. They did, yeah, that looks about right. They don't go in there like, oh, let me pick up this and see. There's just opening things and then taking them out.
Yeah,
that's all they're
reckless
doing.
Abandon is how they come through.
And I also don't understand why they have to be like that. Like, you have a search warrant to be in here. What's the rush?
Right.
Why can't you just do things nicely? Look at this place. Yeah. And you know Diddy don't keep his house like that.
Oh man,
them housekeepers gonna get paid extra because they
they stole a whole bunch of shit.
Boy, boy, I tell you,
yeah.
it would have been me to steal them, boy. I tell you.
I'd be like, found me a chain, put that in my pocket right away. Oh wow. Remember yesterday we were talking about Rebel Wilson and Sacha Baron Cohen from what's the movie?
Borat.
She claims Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh yeah, I do remember that. And then he did another movie too. Was when he was walking around in a Speedo the whole time.
Borat, probably. All the Borat movies he was naked.
So Rebel Wilson claims that Sacha Baron Cohen asked her to stick a finger up his hoo-ha.
What? No.
Rebel Wilson claims against Sacha Baron Cohen are become more clear because an excerpt from her book is out and she details a pretty disturbing story about him. The actress' new memoir, Rebel Rising, is due out in few days. The People magazine obtained an excerpt It said, let's see what it says. She writes, it felt like every time I'd speak to SBC, he'd mention that he wanted me to go naked in a future scene. I was like, I don't do nudity. ROW goes on to describe one particular alleged incident on set in which she claims he summoned her one day to film an extra scene in Cape Town, but then alleges he dropped his pants in front of her and said, okay, now I want you to stick your finger up my hoo-ha. Rebel says that she was shocked and figured a way to get out of it, writing, I was now scared. I wanted to get out of there, so I finally compromised. I slapped him on his butt and improvised a few lines as the character. In response, People reports Shasha's team provided 9 anonymous statements from fellow crew members that backed the notion the scene was in the script and that Rebel knew exactly what was going on, namely her character was intentionally trying to do this. Oh. This is becoming very nasty, huh? It's hoo-ha. Because, it's a family show. And we can't get all crazy with it. Yesterday, Whoopi had a tough time on The View. She was upset. She didn't have no time. She was cussing everybody out.
I'm going to go back and watch it.
Whoopi Goldberg abruptly stops The View to confront an audience member over recording. Whoopi Goldberg abruptly halted a discussion on The View to call out an audience member for recording during the show. The awkward moment occurred during today's edition of the daytime talk show. I'm not sure if you have the clip there. It's right here. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. But she basically was like, she got up from her chair in the middle of Sunny talking and went over to the dude and was like, you've been doing that this whole show. You need to put that down and stop that right now. Like, it was live. And then there was some other part where, I don't know if it was the audience member, but she was like, I'm going to get to it. Can I answer her question first before I get all crazy? So, yeah, Tristan has the clip here. And then Joy was like, Whoopi have no patience today. Like, she is not with the ish today.
What?
Destroying the Republican Party. So right now, the RNC has $11 million cash on hand. How much did it have this time in 2020 when he lost the election? $77 million. Joe Biden's outraising him 2-1.
Yes.
And the Democrats and Biden have 3-1 money cash on hand.
Yeah.
So if you're a down ballot Republican candidate, you're running for Senate somewhere, you're running for the House, how are you not angry? There's not going to be money there to fund your race. It's paying Trump's legal bills.
You should be angry. And, I will say this, and I think it'll surprise people. The fact that his bond...
Hold on. Sir.
What's
I have to stop you with the camera because I can see you. So do me a favor. Don't pull it out again. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. What was he doing?
Recording.
So as I was saying, I think this will surprise people.
Yeah.
I mean, were there no producers there who wanted to step in and do that instead of her having to do it? I don't understand.
What was he doing? He was recording?
He was recording with his phone, and I guess there's a no recording policy in there. And he was just doing it anyhow.
Yeah.
And like, especially if you're doing it in front of my face.
Yeah.
I can see you, stupid.
Yeah.
Take it down.
Right.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with her doing it. I just wish that she hadn't had to be the one to do it. There should have been other people.
Somebody that saw it.
Yeah.
Comedian Kevin Hart is honored with the Mark Twain Prize.
Why? I don't know. Why Mark Twain?
For American humor. Kevin Hart wiped away tears on stage as he looked up from the bronze burst on pedestal to the trio of comedy legends who had come to witness his professional highlight. In the VIP balcony of the Kennedy Center Opera House, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle sat side by side watching Hart accept the Mark Twain Prize for Lifetime Achievement in Comedy Sunday night. I didn't start doing what I was doing to get awards, Hart said. I just fell in love with the idea of comedy. Hart rose from the open mics and comedy clubs of his native Philadelphia to become one of the country's most recognizable performers, honing a signature style that combines his diminutive height, that sounds rude,
his height,
expressive face, and motor mouth delivery into an arena-packed stand-up act. He became the latest recipient of the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in a raucous ceremony at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.
So I'm going to assume that these other 3 have already received this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's a high prestigious award.
Okay.
What do y'all think?
Good for him.
Think
I
he
mean,
deserves it?
I think that he's a comedian who is a comedian. He does what he does in his style. Some people like him, some people don't. But I do think that Kevin Hart is going to go down in history as one of the greatest of all times. Spark FM Online, you're live on air. Nope, you don't want to be live on air? Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. So yeah, that's good. Did he also sell all the remaining shares of his Revolt?
No, that's not true.
What? Oh.
There was a statement that came out this morning saying that wasn't true.
Oh, really? Because
TMZ
that was so
reported
trendy.
Yeah.
Diddy. Oh yeah, Diddy report. Will Diddy reportedly parts ways with Revolt amid alleged accomplice being arrested. So wait, is it true or not?
It's not true.
Oh, when they gonna tell us if it's true? That's crazy.
Hold on.
Diddy. So this is what the story was. Tristan's gonna find us the counter. Diddy has reportedly parted ways with Revolt amid his alleged accomplice being arrested by the federal agents in Miami. According to TMZ, as of yesterday, Diddy is allegedly no longer associated with Revolt in any form or fashion.
I thought that happened before.
No.
He stepped down.
Oh, okay. He stepped down
as a
Revolt.
CEO.
Yeah, as a CEO.
Oh,
Okay. After the Cassie thing.
The 54-year-old reportedly sold all of his shares in a company for an undisclosed sum to an anonymous buyer. The outlet reports that Revolt is now completely under new ownership. However, sources close to the alleged deal have informed the outlet that Revolt remains black-owned.
Here goes.
So go ahead. This is Roland Martin. How's his show doing?
It's not true. My sources tell me, and I've known about this discussion, this sale for the last month. So this is the TMZ story. Diddy lets go of Revolt TV, still black-owned mystery buyer. Well, it says Diddy's no longer associated with Revolt TV in any form or fashion. The company he started in 2013 because it's now completely under new ownership. TMZ, y'all, is wrong. Let me be clear. TMZ is wrong.
Yes.
Okay. There has been no negotiation. There is a deal in place, but multiple sources tell me that the deal has not been finalized. There is more work to be done on this particular deal. And again, I've known about these negotiations for more than a month. So the TMZ report.
So it looks like they're in talks, but it hasn't been done yet.
Okay. Well, it'll put a little money in his pocket to fight all his lawyer fees and things like that. So I'm hoping. And then last but not least, a quick update on Vybz Kartel. Paula Llewellyn will do everything possible to keep Kartel in prison, regardless of justice.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
As the nation awaits Jamaica's appeal court ruling, whether or not Vybz Kartel and the co-accused men will go through a retrial, social media users continue to give their 2 cents on the matter. Foota Hype is one of the many social media personalities who have been vocal about the proceedings. In favor of Kartel release, in a new live chat, Foota urges Gaza fans to stop trolling the DPP Paula Llewellyn online. Llewellyn recently outlined that she will be pursuing a retrial given the details of the case. According to Foota Hype, if Vybz Kartel wins the case, her greatness would be diminished. She would be seen in the system as a failure. Her purpose is to keep Kartel in prison. No una fee expect sympathy from R. Can make sense.
Oh, wow.
What he said is, for
like
her
Miss Cleo.
it's her purpose to keep Kartel in prison, and you guys can't expect her to have sympathy. It doesn't make any sense. That's what he says in translation. He went on to tell Kartel's fans to relax themselves amidst the legal saga, which the live chat below. If you want, in another upload for the video, Foota Hype took aim at 2 Lux conducting an interview with controversial podcast host Jai Frias. He also told Andrew's Home to move up. So Foota Hype is a old school personality,
DJ.
an influencer, DJ. And he's been in gossip news forever. So we'll continue to keep you guys updated on Vibes Cartel news, and that is we're going to figure that out tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm
nervous.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just be nervous because I want to be.
Me too.
You know, like,
ooh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like that.
Not that it affects you in any type of way.
At all. I mean, or affects him because he's gonna continue to make music. And I mean, it affects him, of course, but you know what I mean. What else? Burna Boy. Y'all see how Burna Boy shaved off his beard?
Oh no. I didn't see that, and I don't want to see that.
He looks like, somebody said he looks like he aged himself 50 years, and he looks like someone named Delroy. And the other day, I heard somebody say, the beards is makeup for men, and I said,
it is. It's 100% makeup for men.
It is
absolutely.
makeup for men.
What?
It is, Tristan, if you think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do well without a beard.
Yeah, a beard is definitely something that a lot of men need. And so that's true.
That is very
so check out those pictures if you can find them at Burna Boy.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, going down Sunday, April 21st is all about Spark FM presents Roll Bound, celebrating our 4th anniversary, featuring music by DJ Manny Reed, Spark FM DJs, going down at Chez Vu's Roller Skating Rink, 11 Road Street in Dorchester. I think that's actually Mattapan. But yeah, make sure y'all grab them tickets. You can go online, Spark
No, it's Dorchester. After you pass Morton Street, it's Mattapan.
Okay. SparkRollbounce.eventbrite.com. Grab those tickets right there. $15 without skates and $20. No, $15 with skates and $20 without.
It's gonna be a good time. I gotta find something. I'm gonna get me a nice little teeny weeny afro wig, and I'm gonna wear a crop top and some bell bottoms.
I'm gonna dress like one of them sweetness girls.
Sweetness.
I love him. Like that. Oh, I love that.
Everybody go find your outfit. We'll do a prize for the best outfit. Let's put that out there right now. Best outfit. It is not mandatory that you dress, but we want you guys to get into character and have a good fun.
Yeah.
Highly encouraged.
Yes.
Super encouraged.
Yeah.
Let it do what it do. Bobby Steels is up next with the Bobby Steels Show from 11 to 1 p.m. Make sure you keep it locked here on Spark FM Online. This is Saucy and Friends in the Morning, and we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Good boy.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.